You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian Balls.
NASCAR diecast collectors and diecast reviewers on YouTube. This is Original Baby right here. Welcome back to another NASCAR Authentics Wave 4 review. And today we're reviewing another cool car from Wave 4 that I just recently picked up along with the rest of that specific wave from my Walmart. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start the diecast review of Trevor Bayne's 2018 number 6 Advocare Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway Racing. A very interesting car with a very distinct driver as well, because this has been an interesting year so far for this specific driver. But we'll get on some more of that very shortly, as I'm going to show you guys the packaging. Nothing really new and exciting. I mean, a pretty dark looking car, but still something to review for this wave. And there's the rest of the wave that we got for Wave 4. Very promising wave that's now at your local Walmarts and Targets and Myers and all the above. I could only imagine if some of those are at Cracker Barrel as well. But without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and unbox this beautiful car and take a closer look at the Trevor Bayne Advocare Ford. Thought I would see the day carbon fiber on a NASCAR. Well, that's definitely something to remember in the books. But before we start this diecast review, guys, we're going to go ahead and look at the little accessory that comes with this, and it is the rectangular magnet, guys, which is another one of my favorites. I mean, some of them do look a little basic, and this one, I mean, at first did look kind of basic, but if you look at it, there are some pretty cool details. It looks like they were trying to mimic that carbon fiber look, but it doesn't really show up well on this magnet, unlike the diecast, but still really cool. I mean, we mostly just got, you know, that bright red 6 that Trevor Bayne is notoriously to have. And just to match with the paint scheme, the black magnet, that's right on the back. So, yep, you can definitely tell that it is a magnet. But now back to the diecast, guys. I gotta say, really interesting, especially this is now the 25th anniversary for Advocare. They decided to go with a much more simpler paint scheme. And I know they've done that in the past. I mean, I know that, like last year we had a pretty overcomplicated paint scheme with those little vitamin blocks, wherever they were. Keep that car in mind because that could be the comparison. But it's cool that this is what, like, I believe, we've had a Trevor Bayne diecast release for a good amount. We had the Advocare car release from last year, and then the throwback as well. And then we also had the 2016 throwback, and then all the way back from Spin Master days, we had the Advocare car from 2015. So the Trevor Bayne Advocare cars are definitely something that are not really a big surprise coming to NASCAR Authentics. But it was pretty interesting to see that they brought this back. As you can tell, that this car does not have the name banners as well, so that's nothing pretty new. No Monster Energy logos as well, and of course the white interior for most NASCAR Authentics. But yeah, guys, Trevor Bayne. I mean, it's definitely. I really thought that this was not going to be we're going to get a Trevor Bayne diecast because of just with him not really being a full-time driver anymore. If you guys do not know already yet, that him and Matt Kenseth are actually sharing this car. I mean, Matt Kenseth has not drove the Advocare sponsorship yet, but that's why the YNM Rewards has been his main sponsor. But I honestly would be surprised, but it looks like Advocare still is committed to sponsor Trevor Bayne. I mean, they've had I think they have like a multi-year contract from what I know. But I'm really digging this paint scheme, guys. You take a look right there. This paint scheme is mostly all black, but it has like this carbon fiber look. And when I first looked at this car, like on the diecast renders, I'm like, wow, that's very basic. It's just a black car with just gray stripes. Ooh, how original. But this really brought the car to life right there. I mean, some people might not like it, but I kind of like it now. It really gives it like almost gives it like a grippy feel, kind of. I mean, it kind of feels like I just want to touch the diecast and if I can actually feel carbon fiber. Unfortunately, now it's just the diecast mill that we are used to have for Lionel Racing, as I'm showing you guys close to details. Take a look, it kind of matches the grill as well. I mean, because the grill almost has that fiberly look. But definitely a much more simpler paint scheme, but I'm really liking this glossy black. I mean, usually whenever we get black diecasts, they're usually matte. But I'm glad we got a glossy black. It really kind of goes well, especially with this car. I mean, the red number 6 may be a little too much, but it does kind of brighten up the car. Like, if we had a white number 6, I think it would just blend in too well with the paint scheme. But that is one thing they decided to keep, because I'm about to show you guys the release from last year, which was the 2017 model. They did ditch the blue, guys, because I know Advocare usually has a lot of blue in their cars, but they definitely went a lot more different, unlike last year, guys. I mean, going from a very pretty popping paint scheme, if I don't say so myself, to looking like a car you don't want to mess with on the track. I mean, just by the looks of it, guys. I say like that red number 6 really hasn't changed all so much, but as you take a look, I mean, a lot of people had a lot of mixed feelings about last year's car, so I can see why they changed it. I mean, a part of me kind of liked it, but now that I think about it, I mean, I'm really liking this carbon fiber look that we got for this year. But I don't think Trevor Bayne's driving this car anymore because he did got a brand new paint scheme that's like orange. As far as I know, I can't remember what the sponsor was on that, but hopefully we get a diecast of that because I think that's really cool. But who knows? I could be wrong, and Trevor Bayne just returned, but as far as I know, I have not seen him back in this specific Advocare yet, so it looks like Advocare did change the paint scheme up again. But feel free to comment below which paint scheme you like a little bit better. I mean, I know the Advocare cars have changed a lot. Looks like this logo got downsized as well. But yeah, they decided, to ditch the colors and the blue and just went with black, white, and gray. And I gotta say, man, it's not a bad car. Not a bad car indeed. But I find this really ironic that we had both the Matt Kenseth Last Ride car and the Trevor Bayne Advocare car released in the same wave. I find that absolutely hilarious. So the freaking the irony between that, even when I think I talked about this as well when I talked about Wave 4 on the Diecast News. That is just one heck of a coincidence. So it looks like Lionel had a little bit of fun, had a little bit of entertainment making these wave selections. I'm sure Thomas and all the people at Lionel were having a good laugh about that. But in all honesty, guys, I think this is a car I would recommend getting. I think it will start fading away in the not so distant future because we don't know if Trevor Bayne's going to be running full time ever again. So it's only a matter of time. Especially with his MS diagnosis, and then he has, family as well. So it looks like Trevor Bayne's fallen to the footsteps of other drivers that are possibly retiring. So I wouldn't say retiring, but I think Trevor Bayne's stepping away. But I could be wrong, and he could be racing full-time next year as far as I know. But for now, right now, the fate of Trevor Bayne is clearly unknown, and we will find out by the end of this year if it's going to be a full-time season for him or not. But feel free to comment below what you guys think about that, situation. But that's going to wrap up this NASCAR Authentics Diecast review of Trevor Bayne's number 6 Advocare Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway Racing. If you guys enjoyed this video along with my other NASCAR Authentics Diecast reviews, feel free to hit that subscribe button and make sure to click that bell icon so you guys stay up to date on all my latest NASCAR Authentics Diecast reviews or anything that's NASCAR Diecast out there. But until then, guys, this is Ridge Ribbright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, share, and I will catch you guys on another NASCAR Authentics Diecast review.